Hi, this is Romla from Space of Spirit, and in this video I'm going to be talking about all things crystal. Now, I have just had this beautiful Marla necklace and bracelet delivered, so it's got lots of beautiful crystals on it, and it's been stuck in a warehouse somewhere, and it's been delivered, so it's been through the delivery system. The delivery man has had his hands on the parcel. It's been stuck in a store unit. So there's lots of energy that is within this crystals and system. So if you think about the people, they've been mined, they've been processed, they've been stored, they've been to in a shop, they've been through a delivery system, all before they get to you. And when this happens, the energy of crystals, so whether it's jewelry or whether it is actually just straight up crystals, they pick up the energy of the things around them. So the first thing to do when you get anything new and crystal is to give it a cleanse. So I've just washed mine, so it's got a little tassel that's really wet on here, but I've just washed it. And all I do is I hold it under some cold, fresh running water, and I have the intention that this will cleanse and clear and release anything energetically from the crystals themselves. So they're quite lucky that these are, so they've got some carnelian, and carnelian is a good cleanser for other crystals as well. But this is all now beautifully clean. Now, the next thing to do with it is to charge it up. And this is where the sunlight and the moonlight come in. So traditionally, this could be placed on a windowsill in some sunlight, or we talk about full moons being really good for charging crystals. So definitely have a look at if you've got crystals around the time of the full moon, then give them a charge as well around that time. What I'm going to do is there's other ways that I can charge it as well. Other things I can do is I'm a Reiki master teacher, so I can simply hold it in my hands like this, and I can channel energy through it. I can channel, and I sometimes will do this to cleanse as well. So if I'm cleansing it, I'll go like this and sweep it across. So if I bought a piece of jewellery or a crystal when I'm out and I really, really want to just start using it straight away, then I will use Reiki to cleanse it and then to charge it. So simply by having the intention and holding it in my hands, I'm going to charge that with the Reiki energy. So other ways that you can cleanse and charge. So other things you can do is to cleanse is you can use incense. You can use things like sprays. This is a petal tone essences, and it's called Crystal Clear. So what I would do with this is I would create a spray, or I do create a spray, and I spray it over my crystals to cleanse them and keep them clear, particularly if they are sort of used for gridding around the house. And perhaps they're behind a piece of furniture, I can't get to them, I'll get a spray bottle. And now my intention again is to cleanse it, and I'll spray down into that rough area. So spraying, incense, salt you can use as well. You can put them in a bowl full of salt. Make sure with that salt you get rid of it, you don't cook with it, because obviously the negative energies are going to be leaving the crystals and going into the salt. So I would put it either straight in the bin, or if you wanted to do a charge around the house, you possibly could, but really I would just put it in the bin. So don't use too much would be my advice. If you're using Himalayan or table salt, then just have a small amount rather than a massive great big bowl and one little crystal in it, because really you're going to want to get rid of the whole lot. So use a salt amount that is appropriate. It's spoken about smoke as well, so feathers to waft the incense all over the crystals is a good way to cleanse. You can bury them in the garden as well, and this will cleanse them, and it'll also charge them up a bit. But if you bury them in the garden, make sure, one, you know where you're burying them, so put a stick there so you know. Watch out if you've got cats, dogs, or children, or any other digging being who might go and dig up your crystals. But most important thing is to watch where you've put them and remember where you have put them, because otherwise you will lose them. And the fairies will be very happy for you, but you probably won't be. So other ways to charge, so I've said Reiki, sunlight, moonlight. Even if it's not a full moon, you can still put your crystals on the window ledge or out in the garden where they're going to have the energy of the moon coming through. I would say the only time not to bother doing that really would be the new moon, because there is no moon visible. But at any point when you've got a bit of a moon there, the moon energy is very powerful, and that is a brilliant way to charge them up. So once you have cleansed and you have charged, the next thing you want to do is going to be to program them. So you might have bought a crystal for a specific reason. So you might have been looking up in the Judy Hall Crystal Bible, which is a fabulous book, about an ailment or a symptom or an issue, and think, right, I want to connect more with my angels. I'm going to go get some angel light. So you've got your angel light crystal, you've cleansed it, you've charged it, and the next thing you want to do is you're going to program it. So what you're going to do is you're going to put your angel light in your hand, and you're going to say an affirmation. So I request that this crystal work with me to connect more deeply with my angels, to open my channel and allow me to hear their messages at all times. Something as simple as that. Or you might have bought a crystal like rose quartz because actually you want to love yourself more. So you pop it in your hand and say, I connect with this crystal and I ask that it works with me around the theme of self-love. So love and respect for myself, and allow that to flow around me and in within me. You might have bought a crystal such as citrine for financial abundance. So again, you pop it in your hand and say, I connect with this crystal, the citrine, and ask that it work with me to expand my abundance and my financial wealth, or whatever it is, the words. So hopefully you get the meaning. If it's well-being, if it's a particular issue, so if you bought one for sleep or for nightmares or for protection when you're sleeping, again, whatever it is that you've chosen the crystal for, then allow yourself that. So I need to think about what I want to for. I think I might actually do it for spiritual connection, because there's a lot of lovely purple in here, as well as the chakra colours, lots of amethyst. But also I am going to put a wealth and abundance wish in there, because there's a lot of crystals there. So I think I can probably get away with a couple of bits of programming. So what I'm going to do is I will program that, and then I'll probably put up a little patch of sunshine just in front of me on the window ledge. So I'll probably pop them on the window ledge for a little bit of a charge, and then this evening when I take it all off, I'll pop it on the window ledge again, so that the moonlight can come and positively affect it. With jewellery and crystals, you do still want to wash and cleanse, charge, and you don't need to program again if you're keeping them the same, but that cleanse and charge process you're going to want to do quite regularly. So if you think about the full moon is once every 28 days, you're going to want, especially if it's a crystal that you're working for your well-being or for protection, or that you're wearing as jewellery, you're going to want to make sure that at least every 28 days it is washed or cleansed in whatever way and put in for the full moon. If it's a piece of jewellery that you wear every single day, or it's a crystal that you wear, you popped in your bra for protection or something, or calm at work, then again, wash that every night and pop it on the windowsill overnight, so it's got the moonlight. And even if you can't see the moonlight, the intention is that the moon's energy is going to, you don't have to walk around the house trying to find a room that's actually you can see the moon. Just put it on the windowsill, and the natural light that is outside of the moon is going to work for you. Everything is intention. Oh yes, some crystals you do not want to put in near water. Now one of them is this is selenite. I think kyanite is one, although I've got a kyanite ring and that's fine. But selenite is one. It's a very high vibration, angelic one. You can probably see it there. It's sort of shiny. It's very nice. It's a high vibration, so it lifts your vibration, and it again is a calling the angels, calling the spirits. But this you do not want to put water near, because it will quite literally melt. So check in the Bible if you have a crystal that isn't. If it's a bit soft, then you're going to want to find a different way. So you might want to get your incense out and give it a waft with that, rather than using water. But with your basic chakra ones, you're going to be fine with water. But I would definitely just have a little check and just Google it. Can I put water on my whatever? and just check. The quartzes are going to be absolutely fine. So certainly like the jaspers and the harder rocks and crystals, again, you're going to be fine with those. But it's worth just checking, because there'd be nothing worse than having a beautiful selenite wand, for example, and running it underwater, leaving it on the window overnight in the full moon, and going and just finding this melted mess there. I mean, it'd be absolutely devastating for you and for the crystal. So just double check the crystals, that it is safe to use water. If not, then use Reiki. It's a wonderful thing. Some of the crystals you buy, if you buy them from like a Mind Body Spirit shop, I sometimes use Spirit Walker crystals online. They name all their crystals, which is really beautiful. So I've got a little Shan, and I can't remember what my elephant's called. I don't think it's called Elmer, but they name all the crystals and the points and things, which are beautiful. They and other places will charge them with Reiki and energy, and that's lovely. But I would still cleanse and charge myself. So if you're buying it and it has already been cleansed and charged, just remember that that person that has done that, there's a part, their energy, if you like, is on that crystal, is still connected to it. So I would always cleanse it. By cleansing it, you're releasing its connection to all the past and all the other contacts, and it's like a reset button, turning it off and on again, if you like, to allow it to charge and then make that connection with you. So I hope that's been useful. I'm going to go and charge my crystals, and then I shall be putting an affirmation for them. And if you've got any questions, then please come in the group, into the Space for Spirit, and share. And I shall see you soon. Bye bye.